afternoon. Fade to black breaking news for this Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. This is all of the news that you need. I'm Jimmy Church. Let's get straight to it. On this day in history, construction of the Suez Canal officially began on this day in 1859, completed 10 years later. The waterway connected the Mediterranean and the Red Seas. That's a pretty big day in history right there, 1859. Here's your fader fact, John Aside. Every year, around 1 million dogs in the United States are named as the heirs of their owners' wills. And that is your fader fact. A lot of rich dogs running around out there. All right, let's get to the breaking news announced earlier today. Harry Belafonte, the singer, the actor, and activist who was a supporter of the civil rights movement, died this morning of congestive heart failure. He was 96 years old. Rest in peace, Mr. Belafonte. All right. Well, I watched it live. Did you? Hakuto R, the Japanese lunar lander carrying a rover developed in the United Arab Emirates, attempted to find its footing on the moon's surface earlier today, potentially marking the world's first lunar landing for a commercially developed spacecraft. But flight controllers on the ground were not immediately able to regain contact, prompting the company to presume the spacecraft was lost. The lander, built by Japanese firm iSpace, launched atop a SpaceX rocket from Cape Canaveral, Florida on December 11th. Since then, the spacecraft took a 3-month trek around the orbit of the moon, which lies about 239,000 miles from Earth, using a low-energy trajectory. Overall, the trek took the lander about 870,000 miles through space. Touchdown was expected to occur today at 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Minutes passed as the mission control team worked to regain contact with the vehicle after an expected communications blackout. About 20 minutes after the planned landing time, iSpace CEO Takeshi Hakameda delivered the update. Japan's iSpace had a different approach, by the way, from prior lunar missions, attempting to land its spacecraft on the moon as a for-profit business rather than under the banner of a single country. You never know. Communication may get connected. We'll see. All right. Pretty big news today. As the 8th century drew to a close, the first Viking kings ruled on the island of Karmøy nearly 100 years before Norway became a sovereign country. Now, archaeologists have discovered the burials of some of the earliest kings, which include gold, pearls, and massive ships. Really massive. All of this, according to a news release from the University of Stavanger. Among the latest finds are 3 grave mounds that date to the end of the 7th century. Archaeologists from the university believe one of the ships they uncovered is the oldest known Viking ship in the region. The ship dates to about 770 and has sails. That's right. At another burial site, archaeologists used georadar technology to analyze beneath the soil and discovered signs of a 65-foot ship. According to the university, several other smaller remains of the ship were found nearby using the same technology. I'll keep you posted. They are still digging and still coming up with more results. Well, Ed Sheeran. A high-profile copyright trial over whether Ed Sheeran's smash single, Thinking Out Loud, copied a classic Marvin Gaye song, officially kicked off in a Manhattan federal courtroom earlier today. Ben Crump, a lawyer representing the family of the co-writer for Gaye's 1973 hit single, Let's Get It On, said in his opening statement that Sheeran played the ballad and gave Gay's song a back-to-back in a medley during a concert and called the moment a smoking gun. Sheeran, who was present in the courtroom today, is accused of copying Let's Get It On by the heirs of Ed Townsend, who co-wrote the song with Gay. Townsend's daughter, Catherine Townsend Griffin, sister Helen McDonald, and the estate of his former wife, Sherigel Townsend, are all listed plaintiffs on the Thinking Out Loud case. Marvin Gaye died in 1984, and Townsend died in 2003. We shall see. All right. Check this out. AI is not going away anytime soon. And it was announced today that shares of Microsoft and Google parent Alphabet rose by 4% and 3% respectively in after-hours trading Tuesday, following the company's stronger than expected earnings results for the March quarter. Today, Alphabet reported that profits from the first quarter fell slightly from a year ago to nearly $15.1 billion. That's in profits for the quarter. The company posted $69.8 billion in revenue for the first quarter, up 3% for the same period in the prior year. Microsoft posted net income of $18.3 billion, up 9% year over year, and far exceeding expectations. The company also posted sales of $52.9 billion, up 7% over last year. Now, Microsoft and Google are locked in a race to develop and deploy artificial intelligence to supercharge their search and productivity tools. As they report earnings, investors will likely be looking for an early indication of how much those efforts are helping Microsoft and hurting Google's search engine. And this is all very big news involving very big dollars. So there you go. There's all the Fade to Black breaking news that you need for this Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. I'm Jimmy Church, and Fade to Black breaking news is produced by Renee Newman. And with that, go Beckley Tepe.